to Community Conversations. I am Queen Miss Ebony J. So glad to be here. Hope you all enjoy your weekend. It's always a pleasure when I get to come into Community Conversations to talk about the different resources that businesses are offering across the tri-state. And today I'm excited because I have Miss Amber Ostaszewski, who is here to talk about Weavers Guild and all the great things that they're doing right here in the community. For those of you who are not familiar with, for my viewers who are not familiar with Weavers Guild, can you talk to us and tell us what it is that you all do, your mission and your vision?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Weavers Guild was established in 1948. So we're celebrating our 75th anniversary. And our mission is to carry on the heritage of textile arts. So that includes weaving, spinning, dyeing, knitting, crocheting, all of that right there.
When we're thinking about, those different tasks, when it comes to like right now and being in the field where so many things are technical, talk to us about why it's so important to still have an organization like yours that are teaching these things.
Yeah, I think it's a really great place for people to come together. And we've got people who are professionals and we have people that are just hobbyists that just do it to relax. And I think back to my own, upbringing. I learned through my babcia, my grandmother, and so a lot of people also come to these types of hobbies and activities in a similar manner. But if you don't have that, this is a great resource. Like this is a great resource to find an auntie, find a mentor to help you, and learn a craft that you might be interested in. And it's up to you how far you want to take it.
What is your vision? Because you all been around for 75 years. How has it been? Well, first off, I have so many questions. Shoot. First, who do you serve most? Who is your target audience?
Yeah, so I would say we tend to skew a bit older, just because a lot of these activities are retirement age activities when you have more time and more funds. But we are trying to open it up and have more availability for classes and just benefits overall, and weeknights and evenings, so that if you're working or if you're younger or you got a family, other responsibilities, you can get involved. But I'm sorry, I feel like I'm getting off your question here. What can you elaborate kind of what you're looking for?
Well, no, you answered it. When you come out and we're signing up for the programs, just thinking about who am I gonna be in the classroom with? What are the class sizes like? Are these classes, do they happen in person or do they happen virtually? I know COVID changed a lot of things for a lot of businesses. So I just kind of like to make sure our listeners can see your business and what it's like.
Absolutely, yeah. So classes are mostly in person, and they can range from as small as a private lesson to as big as 10, 20 people. It really depends on what's being taught. That said, we also, for our members, have study groups, and these are kind of informal meetups of people who have an interest in a particular type of weaving or knitting. And so we like to call them stitchin' bitches sometimes, because it's just a way for people to get together and do what they like together and co-create.
That is so important. We want to have safe communities, safe spaces where we can just come and relax and enjoy each other. How long have you been working here at Weavers Guild?
So it's an entirely volunteer-run organization. So we're all membership based. That said, you don't have to be a member to be involved. You can just come and take a class. But I've been involved for around 4 years now. And as of this past June, I became the president. So I'm taking my responsibilities even more strongly than I would if I was just a member.
I see. That's why I'm like, let's talk about that because there are a lot of organizations that kind of operate in that volunteer era now. So when you're thinking about it, what kind of what is the commitment that's needed for it? What kind of things do you all do, or what kind of support do you all need? Because someone listening may actually be interested.
Absolutely. So it's really as much as you're willing to give and what you're interested in. So stepping up to the president role has been a lot. I've learned quickly that there are a lot of things to do. We own our own property, which is pretty rare for guilds. Most guilds kind of operate out of community centers or church basements or the back, like the trunk of someone's car. And we actually have a building which allows us to have equipment and classes. And that's why we're celebrating our 75th and we have such a great community there. But if you just want to donate in hours of your time to come and hang out, I'm really big in the garden. So we have a natural dye garden where we grow all types of flowers and plants that we use for dyeing fabric, different colors. And everything from indigo to weld to hollyhock. And so we have actually like a group of 40 people who are coming and helping us with this community garden on a weekly basis. And that's a couple hours worth of time, but it's always fun. It's always fun when we hang out.
That's amazing. What would you say is your secret to being able to last 75 years?
I think it's just passion, really. I mean, nonprofits tend to be passion run. And I think everybody just shows up and we're all really thrilled and sharing our skills and supporting one another. And we get so inspired by the creativity of one another that we just keep going.
Yeah, and that's very important. Like I said, being around like-minded people, you never know how far you can go. Right now, you all are celebrating 75 years on Saturday. Tell us, what can we expect when we come to the event?
Yeah, so we've got Gathering of the Guilds on Saturday, September 9th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And it's not just our guild. While it is hosted at our building, there's going to be 9 other craft guilds, everything from blacksmiths to glass blowing to bookbinding, quilting, basket weaving, gemstone cutting. It's going to be a lot. And so it's a really great way for people to learn about the different types of fine crafts that we're just so blessed in this area to have. And, maybe try it out themselves. There'll be live demos all day. There'll be food trucks. There'll be some shopping. It'll be a good old time.
Yes, if we want to come, how can we, do we need tickets? Is there a cost associated with it?
No, it's all free. So from 10 till 6 p.m., we're really lucky that Delta Electric, the property right next to us, is offering their parking lot for free parking. So, and if it overflows, feel free to park further down Gray Road. We're just a couple doors next to Funky's Greenhouse there on Gray Road behind Spring Grove. So really easy to find, great community, and hope to see everyone there.
Is there anything else that you want to share? Is there anything other than weaving that you all offer?
Yeah, so you don't have to be a weaver to join and be a member or even take a class. We have all types of things, whether you want to learn how to spin yarn, whether you want to learn how to knit or crochet, dyeing, felting. So, we have classes in all of those different types of fiber techniques. Weaving, of course, is our main passion. And if you aren't a weaver yet, you can come and learn. You can become a weaver too. So I hope people check us out.
Well, I heard that you talked about the membership base, and I don't want them getting on me later. So let's talk about that a little bit more. Are there different types of memberships for the program, or is there just a one-way entrance? What kind of things do we get? Benefits do we get with the membership? Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so our memberships are mostly $75 is the most common, and it's a yearly base membership. But we do have student rates available, younger rates available for like $40 for the year. So it's pretty darn accessible, and family and whatnot. The benefits are all really discounts to our classes, ability to use our equipment. If you can imagine, a loom can become very expensive. And so we have those on site and they're open to our members to use. We have a library with over 15,000 books in it that is all specific to the fiber arts. So, I mean, if you are looking for a knitting pattern, like we have something for you. There's no need for you to go buy anything. And we also, as a member, you can apply for scholarships. So that's another great way if you're looking to take a class and you just don't have the funds, we want to support our members. We want to give back, and we want to encourage their journey in learning different textile arts. So those are always available to any member.
So does membership come, I'm sorry, you can attend classes if you have membership, or classes different from memberships?
So they're different, they're separate in that you don't need to be a member to take a class, but if you are a member, you get a discount on your classes. Yeah.
Okay, that makes total sense. And again, the yard, if you love yarning, crocheting, she said a whole this is like a whole new world to me. A whole new world to me. I'm like, but people do this. I'm a media girl, so I can name off all kind of things when it comes to media. But you just named off some things. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go to their website. I must definitely probably need a class, because I don't know how to do half of the things that's going on. But I wanted to talk about so the Gathering of Guilds again is this Saturday, everyone, from 10 to 6. You all can stop by. Now there's going to be a whole bunch of different people there, different vendors. If you have questions, you want to learn more, please feel free to pull up, so that way you can see it for yourself. Like she said, they've been around for 75 years, serving the community and making sure that you have the access, the information, and the resources, so that way you can weld, you can crochet, you can knit, you can do the things in this, what do we call this field?
I would say it's fine craft. So it's based on craftsmanship. Yeah.
Yes, there we go. Crafting. I'm like, what's the word here? I need your help, Amber. But yes, crafting. If you're interested in it, like she said, there's so many different classes. Classes are affordable. They also have some scholarships in case you can't afford it. And even if you become a member, okay, there are many different perks. So do not be afraid to join. If you have questions, how can we connect with you? Tell us the website. Are you all on social media?
Yeah, so our website is Cincinnati Weavers Guild. weaversguildcincinnati.org. And then our Instagram is Weavers Guild Cincinnati. We also are on Facebook, so you can find us there. We're the Weavers Guild of Greater Cincinnati. And Gathering the Guilds has its own webpage. If you want to check that out, it's GOTG Cincy, spelled CINCY.org.
Now, the classes that you all have that are up on the site now, will you have those same classes for the spring, or do you all kind of switch up the programming based upon the weather?
Yeah, it's really based on what people are interested in taking. So we've got a lot of beginning weaving classes up there right now, just because we're expecting to get a bunch of people interested in learning how to weave. But in the spring, we could, based on demand, have more beginning weaving. We could have some more advanced classes. It's really based on what people are looking for. So if somebody comes to us and says, I want to learn how to crochet, then we're going to get a class going for them, because we want to help them carry on and learn what they're interested in. Yeah.
Yes, I love it. So see, there are all types of different resources available for you at Weavers Guild. All you have to do is stop by, make your request known, okay? And they are here to support. Do not forget to go and connect with them on social media. Also visit their website, because like she said, they're always changing the different classes that they have. And you never know when that class might pop up that you may want to join. So make sure you head on over right now and get connected. Thank you so much, Miss Amber, for stopping by and talking with me today.
Thank you, Ebony. This was wonderful.
Yes, you got to come back if you all have anything going on. You need some volunteers, members. You're just looking for some support. Make sure you let me know. I am a resource for you now, and I would love to come and stop and see the location and see how it is over there. Maybe I can learn how to crochet or sew.
Please. Yes.
So thank you again. This is Community Conversations on 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz, and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. I am Queen Miss Ebony J, here to make sure that you have the resources that you need, the knowledge that you need, so that way you can live out your purpose. Make sure you again connect with me if you need it. If you would like to be a guest, all you have to do is shoot me an email, mej@radio-1.com. That's mej@radio-1.com. See you next week.